So last episode we finished off Gorman Land doing some 3 surprisingly strict time attacks, although we did get surprisingly lucky with the worst of them, or what I would say is the worst of them. But this episode, it's time to go into, I would say, my favourite area of the game, Sea of Serendipity. Because, if you didn't know, I like me some water levels. And, just I just want to take it slow, just so you can listen to the world map music. Okay. I think that's enough time just waiting around doing nothing, because, let's just say that, if I knew how to whistle, I think that's the song I would be whistling the most. But yeah, so Port of Panic kind of describes a area you would, like, want to rush through, but kind of want to take my time because let's just say that it might just be this level specifically, but they did kind of stop giving a shit about the whole wall jumping thing, because I want to say most cases you can just climb things and just, like, go on top of them. Like, for that, well, that for instance, despite this being in an area you wouldn't really expect to be able to go to, they just don't lock the screen. So, we can just climb this. Eventually. Okay, yeah, we aren't exactly on solid ground, and would like to mention that down there, like, to our left is an area we can just go to, and we won't die for doing it. It's just that, going up again is a little hard due to the lack of vision. Actually, what about up here? I don't think I ever fucked around with this part. Okay, yeah, it's the no fun zone thing, essentially. But yes, if you couldn't really tell, we would be getting the ability to swim. And I am kind of curious as to, what we would be getting. Like, if there's anything we can get that way, then I'll be... Okay, okay. I'm not used to the Tinsies hitbox, despite us using mostly Tinsies. I will say that for some reason a lot of the unlockable skins are just Tinsies. For some reason. Like, there's only 3 yeah, 3 Glowbox and Rayman skins. I really want to know if you can. This is dangerous. Although I kinda get the feeling it just will be a nope sort of thing. Okay, yeah, that was a no. I kind of feel like that's a little too far out of our reach. So I won't try for it. But yeah, at the end of last episode, I did allude to waiting on a package, and what arrived today, you may ask? Well, I didn't think it was possible, but I was able to find a Pearl and Marina amiibo set, and now I am kind of interested in getting the rest of the amiibo, or Splatoon amiibo I'm missing. Although, I'd rather prefer that not cost an arm and a leg to do. Because like, I think Callie and Marie are just like, I want to say like $100? Like, and that's not even counting shipping. So it's like, oh, and I want to say that the other amiibo... Okay, it's a little weird not getting up to there. And like the other amiibo sets are just a little bit expensive. But that wasn't all. I finally got an SD card for my Switch, and almost immediately I downloaded Bayonetta and Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. As... let's just say that Mario Kart 8 is like one of the games I'm considering... one of the other Mario Kart games I'm considering doing an LP for. Only because like I don't really agree with the, I guess, majority of them, and yeah, we can't just get up here. Like I swear when I found that out, it's like, oh, I might have just started liking Portal Panic a little bit more. And, ooh, okay, I think there's also another thing you're not really supposed to do. It's like, oh, the nymph was taken onto a ship, should probably start progressing more, but no. Okay. I was gonna say, no, I can just like, start climbing. Although, actually... what happens if we just, like, do this? Exactly. Huh. Wait. What? Can we climb that? I'm sorry if I'm taking up, like... okay. That's weird how it does that. Yeah, and, really want that coin. Yeah, it's like, I would probably much rather, like, the better, like, a definitive version over, like, using the Wii U version of like, yeah, just using the Wii U version. Not to mention I've placed a lot of time in the Wii U version, so it's like, oh, do I really want to start things over? Not really. Not to mention I did kind of like say that, or say to myself that if I was ever to get the 8 Deluxe, it would probably just end up being like the version I use for like streaming, you know, like YouTube stuff sort of thing. It probably wouldn't become the personal copy. And I want to say for the most part, it would probably be the better idea. Like, for the rare occasion there would be a few things that I would go over to the Wii U version for. But for the most part I would just like use I would just use 8 Deluxe. For a Let's Play. Is there anything up here? And, yeah, this was the reason why I wanted to see how my controller would work this far into the game. Because, oh boy, swimming. I think I might have alluded to this in something else, but I want to say it isn't the best. There's not a full 360 degree movement on the Steam version, I want to say. It's only like, either 4 or 8 directions, I want to say. From what I've experienced, it's only in console versions where you're given a full 360 degree movement underwater, and it can make underwater movement a little bit stiff, but a big plus I would say is that there's less going off in a random direction whenever you dash attack, because it's the fastest movement option and fastest movement option underwater, and let's just say that you will be using it quite often. Like a lot often, sort of thing. Okay, there's a help me down there. Shit. How did I not get hit there? I have no idea. Okay, maybe there is 8 because I didn't remember doing that direction. But yeah, I think I will practice Bayonetta once I've finished with Sonic Mania. I'm not sure how much I will do in my initial playthrough of Sonic Mania, but I want to say at the moment I'm at the final boss, and I might consider getting the rest of the emeralds and like doing the true final boss, maybe. I'm not too sure. So I'm not too sure what I think about Sonic Mania. Okay, I want to say, like, when it works, but, like, there's some design choices that I feel as someone who isn't well known, like, isn't well versed in Sonic games, it's like, oh, what exactly is supposed to be happening here? Like, I feel like there's just some decisions that are only made in Sonic games and like never really surfaced elsewhere. Like for instance, the swing bars in that one stage of Sonic Mania. In other platform games I've played, the way to like progress through them is to do something. Sonic Mania, No. You do nothing to get by them. And, when I first got to that point in that level, it's like, oh, what the fuck do I do here? And then, like, I took a bit to realize that, hey, I don't have to do anything. Which I guess makes sense if you're going fast, because, like, there's the whole thing of, like, oh, if I'm going fast, things will be flying by me, so I guess not doing anything, like, having the thing, like, having the solution not do anything is probably the better idea? But it's sort of, like, then the question is, like, what if we aren't going fast? What if we have the time to react to those things? What? How do? Sort of like how, like, I guess another thing that I just didn't know what the fuck I was supposed to be doing. Or how it's supposed to be reacting. The flight section in Saloon Mirage Zone, it took me a bit to realize how exactly that worked. Since the first time I got into that stage, I was like, oh, I know from listening to the soundtrack that the music here is pretty good, so I'm going to turn up my TV. But then, like, I did that when I thought I would be fine to do that, like, you know, the game was showing, like, showing me the zone sort of thing. I had time to, like, turn up, or reach over up to the remote and, like, turn up my TV. Yeah, no, when I got, or, like, when I turned my focus back to the thing, it's like, oh, what am I doing? Am I controlling the plane or Sonic? And, my reaction to seeing Sonic move around on a very tiny platform in midair, it's like, oh, is Sonic going to fall? So I was like, oh, it's like, what exactly am I doing here? But then, I soon realized that we aren't really controlling Tails or Sonic, it's more so that we're controlling Sonic and Tails, but Tails is reacting to what we're doing as Sonic, sort of thing. And, can I just say that is confusing as fuck. And, like to mention that, oh boy, I did not like the end of zone boss for the first act of Saloon Mirage. It's like, the feedback on that fight is fucking terrible. Not to mention there's, like, not a very clear way of how am I supposed to do things here. Sort of thing. It's like, although I will say that for better or for worse, that Sonic Mania was made by fans for fans, sort of thing. It's like, unless you are well known in Sonic, well, classic Sonic, it's like, you may not know what to expect, sort of thing. It's like, yeah, I guess spicing up the gameplay with, like, unique things that only appear in, like, one act is fine and all, but, like, if you are a brand new player to Sonic, it's like, oh, I have no idea what to do here. Can someone please help me? Like, I had a few of those moments a lot during Sonic Mania. Though I will say it is a good game with a few flaws. It has a few flaws. It's like, as much as I like the music in, I guess, both, yeah, still Cortex and, I guess, Speedway, oops. Oh, what was it? Like Starway Speedway or whatever? No, Stardust, yeah, that's right, Stardust. Those levels, oh boy, were they not fun to look at all. Not to mention the cherry on the the cherry on top of the sundae that is. The visually confusing bullshit that is Stardust Speedway. It's like, oh... I guess I get to learn the stage quite a bit. It's like... fun. It's like... sort of thing. But I guess enough of that, I want to say. In the mail, I also received a copy of Rayman 3D. As Rayman 3D was actually like one of my first 3DS games, and I think I ended up selling it or whatever. But like, I don't know why, but like I've had the urge to replay Sonic 2. Nope, Rayman 2, and because I don't exactly have a way to play the Nintendo 64 version, not to mention I don't think I've ever gotten my copy of it to work. It's like, I may as well just get 3DS version, I suppose. There's many different versions of, or copies of Rayman 2. Sort of thing. Apparently it's on PC. No, apparently. Like, I haven't had the best way of doing it so far. Of getting it, so like, meh, maybe. I don't know, if I ever want to let's play it, I might consider just emulating it, maybe. Maybe. Oh, I guess that would have to be the N64 version. So maybe could look into a 3DS emulator to see how that goes on my computer. Maybe. But yeah, talking about the game itself, this area is surprisingly, amazingly beautiful, but something about me is that I really don't like being in bodies of water where I can't see shit. In fact, I guess you could say that a fear of mine is just not knowing what's in my surroundings, sort of thing. It's like, I would say I'm not really afraid of the dark, but like, I'm afraid of what could be in the dark, sort of thing. I get the feeling I've missed something, I want to say. Oh no, maybe the second one's here. And the fact that light source is limited now is not something I'm fond of, to say the least. Wait, isn't it here? Okay, yeah, it's down here. And because I bypassed it completely, let's just say I may or may not have a thing for the nymph of this area. So I guess that's a bonus. Although it's not because she's the most simply clad out of the bunch. It's more so because of skin tone, I suppose. Which, if you know what I'm talking about, it's like my taste is like, oh, my taste in women is like really weird, and you wouldn't really expect it. It's like, oh, he likes tan women and goths for some reason. It's like, what? Excuse me? How can that be? Like, I don't see the correlation between the two. Exactly. And I guess speaking about that, took me a little too long to realize why I may like tanned women, but shit. I may have found out, like, I may have thought of a reason as to why. And, don't touch me. I'm just gonna go on. Let's just say that, childhood friends, I suppose, and, friends of siblings who happened to fit that description, I suppose, is like the best way to put it. Okay. Just moving along. And of course I talk about that thing when I'm playing as the only female character in this game. Well, playable female character in this game, I suppose. Huh. I guess I can see the reason as why they wanted to add a fourth character in Legends, I suppose. Yeah, you know what, I'll save my thoughts about Legends for next episode. Even if it might be a little bit too early for that matter, I suppose. Okay, yeah, you can tell that there might have been a little bit of content around these parts, but, next episode we will see freaking Flipper and maybe talk to Anita Fish again. And yeah, her name is Anita Fish. At least it isn't anything else. Just cut the episode penalties.